There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say, how are you guys?
How you guys?
Okay, we're gonna make a mommy and Ariel video. What are you doing, girl? I'm not sure why she does that. I think that she does that when she counts. She's not able to do this. She does this when she's counting to two. Okay, that's her thing. So I wanted to make it. Uh-oh, got mommy's phone down. It's all right. So, anyways, we want to make a video and talk about, I guess, how years with just raising one child has been. Uh-oh. So, um, uh-oh. Sorry, she's. Get down. Go ahead, get down. You okay? Sorry. You, oh my gosh. Okay, you gotta stay up here, okay? Mommy can't keep lifting you up like that. Okay, sorry guys. So I wanted to talk about how it's been, you know, for me raising one child for she's gonna be 3 very soon. I think in a couple months actually she'll be 3. So it's been it's been very good. I would say in the beginning, it's so funny. Me and my husband just was talking this morning about. I told him I had such a hard time connecting to her. Excuse me. I had such a hard time connecting to her in the first year or two in her life. Not the first year or two. I'm sorry. The first year in her life, I had such a hard time connecting to her. I did go through postpartum. I do think that played a big part in it. Why it was so hard for me to connect and to get the whole flow down of being a mom. Um, it was just really different. And then and so I believe I was 23 when I delivered Ariel. And so it was just really different. Ariel was also a feisty child. That's one thing I do want to bring up. Ariel was very feisty child. She was very I think she had colic. I truly believe she had colic. She never was actually diagnosed with it because I never did take her to the doctor for it, but she cried all the time. So that used to all stop, Ariel. Girl, stop. That used to put me off. Put me off because I would just get frustrated, you know what I mean, because she would cry all the time. It took actually till Ariel was like maybe a year and a half where I actually felt like I was starting to get it, get the whole parenting thing down. I had to learn a lot of different ways to handle things, instead of, kind of doing exactly what, I was raised around, I guess you could say, you're kind of raised around people, who have different, styles of raising children. So, I had to learn different ways to handle things. My aunt was a very big help in that. She would, tell me like, okay, you have to find Ariel's exchange rate. So exchange rate, what she means is find what bothers Ariel and use that as a punishment. And so for me, I did exactly what my mom did, which that was like spankings, that because that's what I was raised up on, you know what I mean. But I, quickly seeing that for Ariel, it just was not working. But I couldn't let that, my aunt's words like really like get into my head because I'm like, I've tried everything. I've tried I can't remember. I remember just trying a whole lot of stuff, and I'm just like, I am just like at my wits' end. I don't know what to do. And so my aunt was like, well, Ariel doesn't like to be ignored. You need to try putting her in her room and just sitting her there. And my aunt had told me that before, but I wasn't comfortable with it, and I don't know if I just didn't have the will to do it, so I just didn't do it. But once I actually tried it, it started working. It worked, and I was just like, Are you kidding me? All I had to do all this time was sit her in her room, and so yeah, I mean, so that was pretty, I would say roughly what I, that was Ariel's first year, I mean, my first year of trying to year and a half of trying to, just get to know my daughter. I was also, like I said, I was young. I was 23. So, I mean, you have a lot of things you're trying to get to know about your own self, and I was also newly married. That played a big factor, what I mean? And I was also a stepmother. I also am a stepmother, I should say. And so all of those things kind of played like a huge part in me, like I guess struggling to connect with Ariel. I don't want anybody to think I didn't love my daughter or anything. Ariel, please be quiet, okay? Mommy's trying to do the video, okay? So, yeah, so it was just like I said, all that played a factor in it. Like I said, I love my daughter. There's no question in me loving my daughter. I just had such a hard time trying to connect with motherhood and trying to, figure it all out. I just, I did what I had to do and I took care of her, what I mean? But I just didn't know how to just connect. And I guess it's when she got older and she could start understanding things for us, for our relationship to get better. And, what I mean? Not saying it's perfect. There's lots of stuff I still have to learn, but what I mean, that's motherhood. I've heard this so many times, like from my own mother and my aunt, and what I mean, my granny. It's no rule book on how to raise a child. There is no rule book on how to raise a child. You just do the best that you can do. And there's definitely things that I want to improve on that I've been thinking about. I do want to improve on. Um, and so I'm gonna do my utmost to do that. And so I do want to send some encouragement to new mothers out there. And if you're having a hard time just connecting, just know it's going to get better. It may take a little time. It may take until they get a little bit older where they can understand, certain things, because when they're babies, all they know is what they want, and that's it, and they're going to cry to get it, what I mean? And yeah, it can be very frustrating. And I just want to just encourage you to just keep on going, and things will get better where, what I mean, you can connect, like me and my daughter, like we have our little moments where we play. Like I play with her a little bit, what I mean, not as much as her dad, but her dad gets on in the floor and and they wrestle and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm not that type of, I mean, playful. My type of playful is like, I tickle her, or, like yesterday it was so cute. I was like washing my hair and I had, the blow dryer going over like my cap, because I didn't feel like sitting under the dryer. I was being lazy. But anyways, I had like, just did the blow dryer and she wanted me to blow her and, different places, and she cracked up laughing, and I just thought that was just so cute. So we had a really good day yesterday. So we had a really good day. Because like I said, I don't in my previous video, I'm not picking up as many hours at work, so I do have a little time with her at home now. She'll stay home with me when I'm off, and so it's we have our bad days, where she's just really really whiny, and you just have to. I just have to tell her, okay, Ariel, because I learned that I can't let her frustrate me. I have to kind of take control of the situation and just start just ignoring her. Ignoring. I'm not sure if that's going to work for your child because every child is different, but for Ariel, it works. It is, letting her fuse herself out, and when she's ready to talk, and I say, okay, are you ready to act right? And she'll say, yes, ma'am. And so, that works for us. So you just have to find your child's exchange rate, find what bothers them, whether that's being put in the corner, whether that's taking toys away, taking certain things away, things like that. What I mean? Find their exchange rate and just, Ariel, would you stop, please? And just use that, what I mean, as a way to, what I mean, discipline them. Because I promise you, you will be less stressed out. Because I was so stressed out, what I mean, in the first year and a half of her life. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I was just getting them, we were getting our wits in, especially me. My husband, like I said, I have three stepchildren, and he was used to, he definitely said that Ariel was much different than his other three children. He didn't have as many problems with them that he does with Ariel. Ariel was just a whole nother breed. a child. So he didn't have that many problems with his other three children, but um, he definitely still had a little bit more patience than I did. You know, me, I'm just like trying, I just don't know what to do. I just felt like she don't listen to me. I just was just getting so frustrated. So, to get back on track again, like I was saying, just find their exchange rate, and I promise you, like I said, that you'll be less frustrated and you'll be less stressed out, and you can handle the situation better with your child. And I think because I know definitely it has made a huge difference in our relationship, because she understands that mommy's not going to tolerate that. So you're going to sit in your room, you can cry it out, you can scream it out, but you're not coming out of your room. You know what I mean? I'll have her sit in there for like my aunt would say, have your child sit in there at the I guess the length of the, what is it? Have your child sit in there at the length of time, whatever the age they are. You have them sit in there for that long, and then you'll go in there, check in. If they're still not ready to, cooperate, and then you just walk out. But like I said, that's my method, and that's what works for me. You may have to do something else, but if you have a child that's like her, but by all means, just try it out, see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna end this video. You wanna say something? Okay. Okay. You wanna say bye bye?
Bye bye.
All right. Say see you later.
See you later.